morning. Good morning. Rise, shine, give God the glory, glory, rise, shine, give God the glory, glory, rise, shine, give God the glory, glory, soldiers of the, wait a minute, y'all, Lord. Hey, that's the song my mom used to sing to her children every morning getting up for school. Rise, shine, give God the glory, glory. Welcome to Free to Hope, Conversation with Edwina B, Miss Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I love that I am authentic and transparent. Why? Because my creator, who I have developed a personal relationship with for the last 34 plus years, told me to rise. Edwina, I'm going to give you this day that you will never ever see again. There's a reason why I'm asking you to rise. It's because there is something and someone I want you to have an encounter with, to let them know who I am by sharing with them what I did for you. So, if you were chosen to rise this morning, there is a reason for that. When we realize that we were chosen, then that means we have an obligation, we have responsibilities, and we have a purpose. A.J. Harding, I love him to death. Yes, I do. He said, faith without works is dead. So if you were chosen to rise, how are you exhibiting your faith? He exhibited his by sharing on the topic of faith. Remember that saying that he repeated this morning, right? Action speaks louder than words. And so our faith should speak louder than what we say. And I know that I am exercising an unlimited amount of faith as I learn and apply and practice spiritual tools and resources for an unlimited amount of spiritual breakthroughs. That's why I want to give my creator the honor, the glory, the praise, the worship, the hallelujah, and more importantly, the acknowledgement. So I am so excited. You know why? Do you know why? Do you know why? Tomorrow is April the 27th, but there's something I must do today in order to prepare for tomorrow, if it is God's will that he asked me to rise tomorrow. I'm not going to take for granted, although I have faith in what he chooses for me to do. There's nothing wrong with preparing. And so I am preparing for my free seminar tomorrow, right? Entitled, I Am So Tired of Being Broken and Broke. And so I'm asking you, and you, to register, right? You see how when you chime in to eventbrite.com, you type in Free to Hope Inc. as it is shown on the screen. For those who are watching via Instagram, it is all caps, right? And each letter is separated by a period. Did you get that? A space between the last period and Inc. period. So, but if you get a hold of my flyer, you can use the QR code to register. They're all over. They're on my Facebook. They're on my Instagram. They're in LinkedIn. So if you don't want to type all that stuff in, then use the QR code. Also, I want you to invite other people who you believe this title of the seminar is interesting, and it makes you want to think whether you believe or have an inclination that am I broken? Am I broke? I don't know. But if you come tomorrow, you will experience something that you've never experienced before. I'm telling you. I have faith that God has already set the stage, set the platform, and more importantly, set the outcome that will be spiritual in nature. Yes. So if I expect anything, I expect that God's will be done. All right. So many of you know who my special guests are, right? And so they are Bethany, AJ, and Jay. Janiers, I believe I found out what her real name is, right? And so they're not coming with their title or credentials. They are coming as my special guest as the individual, not Lieutenant Governor Bethany Hall Long, not the gospel rapper AJ Harding, Morning Coffee with AJ, and not Dr. J. Macklin of Morning Breakfast with God, right? They are coming as individuals, right? So I just got a signal from my phone and I need to do something in order to let me see, what can I do? Okay, hold on a second, y'all. I told y'all I am transparent, and when I get any kind of signals, I stop and I wait. So let me hook up this phone so I can continue and pick up where I left off from. Okay, so let's do that. There we go. There we go. All right, so they are not coming to this event with their titles or credentials, because for me, this is what I believe. I believe in authenticity and transparency. And I got a surprise for you all tomorrow. Oh my God. And if you know I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, I don't want you to be saying, I want you to put a big smile on your face and say, that girl is really cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, right? Because I love being who I am. For a long time, I didn't know who I was because of all the masks that I was taught to wear, have been wearing, right, since I was a child, trying to get the attention, the affection, trying to have a sense of belonging, right, wanting to be a people pleaser. So, man, I had and have so many masks that I've worn over the years that, listen, I'm tired of these masks, except for the COVID one, right? Okay. But the whole purpose of being transparent and authentic, I now know, is having my knee bowing experience. As I journeyed through life here on earth, just like AJ said, opportunities, situations, circumstances will challenge us and will challenge our known and unknown faith. Yes. Did you believe or did you take for granted that you would wake up this morning? Huh? I never thought about it before I came into spiritual recovery from co-occurring disorders of mental illness and substance abuse. I just took for granted that I was going to wake up. It had nothing to do with faith. Isn't that interesting? How dare I, right? But that's good, because that's a part of the journey of becoming, right, spiritually bankrupt, spiritually broken, and spiritually broke. Because no matter what this physical body goes through, we need to ask ourselves what spirits have been occupying it over the years that has manifested its desires. Think about it. I'm in recovery for 34 plus years. Before I had my knee buying experience, I was a prostitute. I was a crackhead. I was an alcoholic. I was definitely a liar, a thief, a manipulator. I was promiscuous. I was all that stuff. Oh, yes. I even committed murder as a prostitute. I had an abortion, and I considered that murder. Could you even imagine the thoughts that I had when I committed that situation, when I had vowed never to do it? See what I mean? I had a thought the other day, right? That we as individuals, we as humans, can't say what we will or will not do until that situation presents itself. Then we'll see. So I've learned to acknowledge that my Creator created me for a purpose, created me for a calling, created me to walk in the steps that He ordered, created me for my destiny. But it wasn't, and it won't be, until I go through the roller coaster of life, and absent of my spiritual tools and resources, I am always responding or reacting from my humanness. I learned that we are human beings, but for so long, I never thought about the being side. No, it didn't connect. And that's what I mean by coming to this seminar tomorrow with an open mind, right? So I want to share with you just a little bit of the agenda that we're going to be presenting to you tomorrow. All right. So do you mind? All right. So at a glance now, at a glance. Okay. So let me put my glasses on for those Instagram people who are watching. So on the top of the line, it says the name of the title. I'm so tired of being broken and broke. Spiritual tools, resources lead to spiritual breakthroughs. That's the title, okay? The agenda at a glance states we're going to do the welcome, we're going to do the introduction of guests, and we're going to provide an overview of the day's activities, right? Then we're going to have our gospel rapper, AJ Harding, sing the song that he wrote, Victory is Mine, because I've learned to claim it even before we get started. So Victory is Mine by rapper AJ Harding, so that we can claim it before we even get started, okay? Then I'm going to have an icebreaker. The icebreaker is entitled Judge Me by my cover. Because you know what the opposite was, right? Don't judge a book by its cover. No. If we are going to get to the root of our brokenness and being broke, we're going to have an icebreaker that will challenge us to judge me by my cover. What you think you see? What is your perception of me? Huh? Yeah, judge me by my cover. Okay? Then we're going to have a questionnaire administered to everyone in the room, right? And you are going to be asked to complete these questions without putting any names on it. not including any names of anybody, okay? It's just going to be a generic questionnaire answered by each and every individual, all right? So the first question is going to be, why are you here? Why are you here? Why did you sign up for this seminar? Why are you here? So maybe some of y'all can, anticipate what you want to write down. I don't know. I guess this is a cheat sheet that I'm giving you some of the information that's going to be presented. But and maybe it's a good idea because I want you to come to this seminar prepared to answer questions, although I love catching people off guard. Yes, I do. I just love just shooting from the hip. But because of the time limitation, I do want you to become prepared. So the list of questions that you will be asked to answer are, why are you here? Okay. The next one will be, how did the seminar title resonate within you? I shared yesterday when I was passing out my flyers, some people was like, wow, that's an interesting title. Wow, I never was posed that question. The way you presented it, you was like, you're so tired of being broken and broke. Wow. So I want you to answer the question, how did the seminar title resonate within you? Okay. The next question, I want you to list 5 individuals from your childhood who influenced you. I don't want any names. I just want my friend, my aunt, my uncle, my mom, my dad, my teacher. No names. Okay. List 5 individuals from childhood who influenced you the most. No names. Okay. The next question will be, list the top 3 areas of your life that you feel or think you are broken and broke. As an example, for me, I can list the top 3 areas of my life that I know that I am still broken and broke. And that is the area of me being impulsive. I'm impulsive. Yes, I am. And I'm impulsive in some unhealthy areas. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm impulsive. Okay. So that's one. And another one would be, I tend to be cautious. I tend to be cautious when I am challenged with yielding to the spirit or the flesh, because sometimes the area is a little gray. That makes any sense, right? And I'll explain tomorrow. The next area where I feel I am broken and broke, and I'm still working on, is the inability at times to let go and let God. Meaning I don't use that serenity prayer 100% all the time. So I'm challenged with being broken in broken areas where I want to let go and let God, but don't always have the ability to determine how, if that makes any sense. Okay. So the next one question is religion and spirituality the same? Is religion and spirituality the same? Okay. If so, how? If not, explain briefly. Okay. So again, I'm giving you a a cheat sheet of the questions I'm going to be posing to my participants tomorrow. Is religion and spirituality the same? If so, how? If not, explain briefly. Well, there was a time I thought they were the same. There was a time I admitted that I didn't even know what spirituality was. It was all about religion. So you see, I need to ask you from your perspective, right? From your perspective, from your background, is religion and spirituality the same? So how has life journey help you distinguish the two, separate the two? And I just need to get it from you, what you think, how you feel. Okay. And the final question would be, if opportunities are available for you to dive deeper into becoming spiritually whole, would you be interested? Woo! Ebony, did you hear that? Levante, did you hear that? I'm going to pose to the participants this question, because this seminar is only a seed planter, right? We can't address any and all things in a 2-hour span. So if opportunities are available for you to dive deeper into becoming spiritually whole, would you be interested? Okay. And then we are going to have our speakers share their experience, their strength, and their hope. That's Bethany, AJ, and Jay. Okay. And then last but not least, I will share why I love being transparent and authentic. So this is a brief glance of the agenda tomorrow. So make sure that you register. And if you don't have a computer, if you don't have an iPhone or whatever, just show up. Just listen. We have plenty of seats available. Just show up, because some who have not registered are still on the fence. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? There's some who says, well, that title will automatically make people assume if I go that I'm broken and broke. And I don't want nobody to think that I'm broken and broke. Yeah, right. Okay. Then you keep on down that path, because tomorrow event will demonstrate an opportunity where you can live a more qualitative life and not necessarily, right, quantity, right? And so if I am blessed to live 10, 20, 30 more years, it needs to be spiritually qualitative, right? Quality, where I learn spiritual tools and resources to apply to all earthly matters, people, places, and things. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. And so, come on down. I want to thank some of my sponsors, right? Ebony Marjorie, Levante Dorsey, Brandywine Counseling, Paul Calestro at West End, the Health One, where my chiropractor, Dr. Matt McElrath, right? Eugenia Ruckers from the Trailblazers, right? Who else? And those who are yet to want to sponsor me. Now, I'm just going to be straight up. I submitted this flyer to many people, public officials included. I've yet to hear from one of them. I will say, Councilwoman Brigetta Fields did ask me to send it to her personal email. I'm just letting y'all know. I did send it to a host of agencies and organizations who provide services to those with co-occurring disorders. My point is, God will touch the spirit of those who want to be there, those who want to be a vendor, and those who want to be a sponsor. I'll put the word out and I leave the results to God. Okay. So I do want to go over the reading for today, because many of you know I love my AA 12-step spiritual reflection reading. So let me take a sip of this coffee. Now, I want you to listen. April the 22nd, AA Daily Reflections for today. Happiness is not the point. Our co-founder writes, I don't think happiness or unhappiness is the point. How do we meet the problems we face? How do we best learn from them and transmit what we have learned to others if they would receive the knowledge? As Bill sees it, page 306. Now, the person in recovery shares his perspective and writes, in my search to be happy, I changed jobs, married and divorced, took geographical cures, and ran myself into debt financially, emotionally, and spiritually. In AA, I'm learning to grow up. Instead of demanding that people, places, and things make me happy, I can ask God for self-acceptance. When a problem overwhelms me, AA's 12 steps will help me grow through the pain. Oh, Lord, have mercy. The knowledge I gain can be a gift to others who suffer with the same problem. As Bill said, when pain comes, we are expected to learn from it willingly and help others to learn. When happiness comes, we accept it as a gift and thank God for it. Oh, my. Woo! I'm going to try not to cry. 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 But if I do, these are tears of joy, y'all. I'm telling you. You see how these spiritual tools and resources, right, resonates in my spirit, and I get touched, right, by what it's saying. I get touched by what it means. I apply it to me. And when I apply it to me, I can apply it to others. So let's read that bad boy again as we close out. Okay. It says, happiness is not the point. I don't think happiness or unhappiness is the point. How do we meet the problems we face? How do we best learn from them and transmit what we have learned to others if they would receive the knowledge? The person in recovery shares his perspective. In my search to be happy, I changed jobs, married and divorced, took geographical cures, and ran myself into debt financially, emotionally, and spiritually. In AA, I'm learning to grow up. Instead of demanding that people, places, and things make me happy, I can ask God for self-acceptance. When a problem overwhelms me, AA's 12 steps will help me grow through the pain. The knowledge I gain can be a gift to others who suffer with the same problem. As Bill said, when pain comes, we are expected to learn from it willingly and help others to learn. When happiness comes, we accept it as a gift and thank God for it. My, boy. Woo! Listen, y'all, listen. I don't know what to tell you. I do know what to tell you. Sign up and or show up tomorrow. Canaan Baptist Church, 3011 Newcastle Avenue. Doors open at 1, vendors set up at 12, and the free seminar begins at 2 p.m. until 4 p.m. Listen, I'm going on a battlefield again today. I'm passing out flyers again today. I am going to plant the seed wherever I can today. I will encourage others to attend today, right? And then I'm going to leave the results to God. If my feet hurt, I'm going to welcome the pain and change my shoes or take them off. I told you I'm transparent and authentic, right? All right, so if nobody told you they love you today, and it's 2 minutes after 2, I have to get ready for my AA meeting. Let me be the first to say that through my pain is my friend now. It wasn't always, but pain is my friend because it lets me know that there's still some areas in my life where I am broken and broke. Yes. And so when I have spiritual tools at my feet, I can pick up those spiritual tools, apply them to the pain, grow from it, and then share it with other people. So pain is my friend today. I will never gain perfection, but when I accept and I use my spiritual resources, I apply spiritual principles to all earthly matters, I'm happy. And I can say, I love you, you love me. We are one big family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too? I love y'all. I love you. Can you feel it? Wait till you get in the room with me. Enjoy your day. Be of service. Tell someone about this seminar tomorrow. But most importantly, if you were chosen, you'll be there. If you wasn't, that's none of my business. Let somebody know you love them. Be of service to someone. God bless. And if we are joined again tomorrow, which is Saturday, I'm going to still come on tomorrow, right? If it's God's will, I'll give you some more updates. All right? Be blessed. Love ya. Love ya.